Hello everyone, I hope you all are keeping good health. In this video, I will explain you exercise 2.3 in which you will deal with multiplication of fraction by a fraction. So, while doing a multiplication of fraction by fraction, you will just find the product of numerator and the product of the denominators of both the fraction. And again, of represent multiplication. Moving to exercise 2.3, question number 1. And here in this particular sum, there are three parts. First, you will find 1 upon 4 of 1 upon 4, then 1 upon 4 of 3 by 5, then 1 upon 4 of 4 by 3. So the first one is 1 upon 4 of 1 upon 4 of represent multiplication. Now multiply the numerator and the denominator. Yes, you will get the answer as 1 upon 16. This is a proper fraction. Move to the second sum. The second sum is 1 upon 4 of 3 by 5. Again, of represent multiplication. Multiply the numerator and then multiply the denominators. You will get the answer as 3 upon 20, and this is your final answer as the fraction is proper fraction. The next one is 1 upon 4 of 1 upon 4. Again, of represent multiplication. Multiply the numerator and then multiply the denominator. Yes, here you can see we can perform cancellation. So 4 ones are, again 4 ones are. Finally, you will get 1 by 3 as your final answer. Moving to the second sum of question number 4. Again, there are three parts. First, you will solve 1 by 7 of 2 upon 9. Of represent multiplication, then 2 by 9. Yes, multiply the numerator and then the denominator. 1 into 2 upon 7 into 9. Is there any cancellation? Is there any common factor between numerator and denominator? No. So you will multiply them and you will get the answer as 2 upon 63, which is a proper fraction. Yes, this is your second sum of the second sum. This second part. So you will multiply it, replace of with multiplication sign, solve the numerator, solve the denominator, and this is a proper fraction, which is your answer. Last part of question number 2 will be 1 by 7 of 3 by 10 of replaced by multiplication sign, numerator product, denominator product, no cancellation, final answer 3 upon 70. Moving to question number 2. Multiply and reduce to lowest form. The first one is 2 upon 3 into 2 by 3. Yes, first you will convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. You will get 8 upon 3. Yes, so we will solve numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. There is no factor common in numerator and denominator, but this one is a improper fraction. So you will divide the two and yes, you will get quotient as 1 and remainder as 7. Final answer is 7 upon 9. Now moving to the next sum, again multiply the numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Yes, we can cancel here. 7 ones are, 7 ones are. So finally you will get 2 upon 9 as your answer, as this is your proper fraction. Next sum, again numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Is there any cancellation? Yes. We will use the common factor 2 here. So 2 4s are, 2 3s are. Finally, you will get 9 by 16, which is a proper fraction. Next, again, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. No common factor in the numerator and denominator. The answer is 27 upon 25. But yes, this is an improper fraction. Divide the two. Quotient is 1, remainder is 2. Answer is 1, 2 upon 25. So while writing the mixed fraction, first you will mention quotient as a whole number, then the remainder as the numerator, and the divisor will be as it is. That is your denominator. Again, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Is there any common factor? Yes, it's 3. 3 ones are, 3 fives are. So you will get the answer as 5 upon 8. This is a proper fraction. So you will move to the next sum. Again, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Is there any common factor? No. So we will multiply these number. So you will get 33 upon 20, which is an improper fraction. Divide it. You will get the answer as 1 as the quotient and 13 as the remainder. So the answer will be 113 upon 20. Next, again, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator, 4 into 12 upon 5 into 7. No common factor. Multiply the two. Yes. Now divide. Quotient is 1. Remainder is 13. Answer will be 1. 13 upon 35. Moving to question number 3. Multiply the following fractions. Now, the second fraction is a mixed. Convert it into improper fraction. So you will get 5 fours are 20 plus 1, 21 upon 4. Again, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Is there any common factor here? Yes, it's 2. 2 ones are, 2 twos are. Finally, 21 upon 10. Divide the 2. Quotient is 2. Remainder is 1. Answer is 2, 1 upon 10. Yes, convert mixed into improper fraction. 5 6 are 30. 30 plus 2, 32. 32 upon 5 into 7 upon 9. Now, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Again, check. Any common factor? No. So, answer is 2 to 4 upon 45. Divide the 2. Yes. The quotient is 4. Remainder is 44. Answer is 444 upon 45. Next, first write the first fraction as it is. Change the second one as 16 upon 3. Numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Now check. Is there any common factor? Yes, there are two common factors here. One is 3 and one is 2. So first 3 ones are, 3 ones are, then 2 ones are, and 2 eights are. Finally, you will write the answer as 8. Because the denominator is 1, we can skip it. Next sum, again 5 by 6 into, change the second fraction as 17 upon 7. Numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator, no common factors, so we will just multiply them. Multiply the two, yes. You will get the answer as 85 upon 42. Now, when you will divide these two, what will you get? You will get the answer as 2, 1 upon 45. Sorry, 42. So, here 2 is a quotient and 1 is the remainder. Moving to question number 4. Here you are supposed to find which one is greater. So, the sum is given to you as 2 by 7 of 3 by 4 or 3 by 5 or 5 by 8. So first you will solve the first part, then you will solve the second part, and then you will compare the two to check which one is greater. Your first part is 2 by 7 of 3 by 4. Replace off with a multiplication sign. Now numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Yes, you will get, here you can see the factor is 2 common. So you will cancel it out. You will get the answer as 3 upon 14. Moving to the next part, it's 3 by 5 or 5 by 8. Replace off with multiplication sign, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator, cancel the common factor. You will get the answer as 3 upon 8. Now here both the fractions are having different denominator, but the numerator is same. So when the numerator is same, the fraction with smaller denominator is the greater one. So here the second fraction is greater. So we will write the final answer statement as the first sum is less than the second sum. This is your answer statement. Moving to the second part of question number 4. Again, first you will solve the first sum, that is 1 by 2 of 6 by 7. Replace off with multiplication sign, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Yes, common factor is 2. 2 ones are, 2 threes are. You will get the answer as 3 by 7. Moving to the second sum, it's 2 by 3 of 3 by 7. Yes, replace off with multiplication sign, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Cancel the common factor. You will get the answer as 2 by 7. Here you can see the denominators are same. So the fraction with greater numerator is the greater one. That is the first sum is greater. This will be your answer statement. Moving to question number 5. Sally plants 4 saplings in a row in her garden. The distance between 2 adjacent saplings is 3 by 4 meter. Find the distance between the first and the last sapling. So here, what do you mean by sapling? Sapling means a baby plant. So it's given that she plants 4 saplings in a row. In a row means in a single line. So like this. These are 4 baby plants, they're 4 saplings in a single row. Now, the second thing given to you is the distance between 2 adjacent saplings is 3 by 4 meter. So, the gap between all the saplings is of 3 by 4 meter. You have to find the distance between the first one and the last one. Now, see, between this first and the last one, there are 3 by 4. It means you have to add 3 by 4 3 times. Now, here I am using the word times. That is, I am supposed to add 3 by 4 3 times. It means you can write it as 3 by 4 into 3. Repeated addition, you can replace it with multiplication. So, the total distance will be 3 by 4 into 3 because we are supposed to add 3 by 4 3 times. Yes, multiply the whole to the numerator, 3 into 3 upon 4. No common factor, 9 upon 4. This is an improper fraction. Your answer will be 2 1 by 4 meter. Don't forget to mention the unit. This will be your final answer. Question number 6. Lipika reads a book for 1 3 by 4 hours every day. She reads the entire book in 6 days. How many hours in all were required by her to read the book? Yes, the first line gives you Lipika read a book for 1 3 by 4 hours every day. So yes, time taken in 1 day is 1 3 by 4 hours. You have to find total time taken by her in 6 days. So, time taken in 6 days will be just multiply the time taken in 1 day by 6. Convert the mix into improper. 4 ones are 4 plus 3. It's 7 by 4 into 6. Multiply the whole to the numerator, 7 into 6 upon 4, that is, yes, there is a common factor, that is 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, and the final answer is 21 upon 2. But this is a improper fraction. Divide the 2. Yes, quotient is 10, remainder is 1. Mention the unit. This will be your final answer. Next, a car runs 16 km using 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover using 2 3 by 4 liter of petrol? So, in the first line, it's given the distance covered in 1 liter. And the next line, you are supposed to find distance covered in 2 3 by 4 liter. So, if 1 liter, it will cover by 16. So, in 2 3 by 4, it will cover as 2 3 by 4 into 16. Convert the mixed into improper. Yes, 11 by 4 into 16. Multiply the whole to the numerator. 11 into 16 upon 4. Yes, common factor, it's 4. 4 ones are 4s are. Finally, it's 44. What is the unit here? Yes, kilometer. Because we are supposed to mention the distance covered. So the unit is kilometer, and this is your final answer. Moving to question number 8, first part. Here you have to provide the number in the box such that 2 by 3 into dash is 10 by 30. So what you will multiply by 2 to get 10 and what you will multiply by 3 to get 30? Yes, it's 5 upon 10. Now in the second part, you have to mention the simplest form of the number obtained. So here the number obtained is 5 by 10. Is there any common factor in this? Yes, 5. So 5 ones are, 5 twos are. Simplest form is 1 upon 2. Now this is a second blank given to you. Again, you have to find a fraction such that 3 by 5 into that fraction gives you 24 upon 75. So 3 8s are 24 and 5 15s are 75. So the final answer is 8 upon 15. Again, we are supposed to find the simplest form of it. Is there any common factor here? No. So this is only your final answer. This is only the simplest form of the given fraction. Yes, that's all in today's video. Here we complete the exercise 2.3. Now, in the next video, I will send you exercise 2.4. Thank you everyone. I hope everything is clear to each one of you. God bless you all.